welcome to the stream. Welcome to SIMRAIL. Allah Superior. Um, yeah, this is not a new thing. I think it's about 9 months old. I have only tried a demo before, but I decided to give it one more shot since they actually released the game and I was not aware of it. I was just struggling with Train Sim World all the time, but um, yeah. So this one, early access or not, they are way ahead, in my opinion, and yeah, let's let's hope it's gonna get better. I mean, it's they really start off strong, in my opinion. Graphic wise, train wise, um, the dynamics, everything is better, and it's multiplayer and it's functioning. Um, so it's really cool and fun too, as you can play with others, and you um, can also choose to be. Hang on, I need to kind of see what we got. I'm looking for a. There's the one. I think no. I had another one. English. Excuse me for a bit. North America. Yeah, this is the one I played around in yesterday. Alright, so you can choose whether you want to be a traffic dispatcher or a driver. I haven't yet tried. I have looked into how it works with traffic dispatcher, and as it works is you basically pick a point, pick a specific area, and you dispatch over it. So signals and switches, and just take in on all the incoming trains from both directions. And depending on how much XP you have, gonna decide what you can do or cannot do. So you probably can't access the ones on a higher level if you don't not have enough level for that. I'm gonna do the driver, and just pick a train that's out on the line. I'm gonna try to pick the one closest to Warsaw. So this is just so far Poland, but as I heard, they're gonna do Germany and the US as well, and I'm really looking forward to it. Actually, the only thing I miss in this game that's on my wish list for that was on the wish list for Trains in World was the control unit. So support for controls such as throttle quadrants for flight sim, and like levers, and they don't have that, not yet anyway. I haven't looked into it if they're gonna release that, but it's early access and you can make suggestions, and I'm gonna do that. Otherwise, it's really, I mean, just this line, the one I'm about to choose from, is way, way longer than the longest one in Train Sim World. So, like I said, they're starting off strong, um, and it looks really good. I mean, Train Sim World can also look good. Don't get me wrong, but they have other shortcomings that kind of kills the joy on and off. So I think they might have started with a limitation they can't overcome. So they started with a platform with a mindset that's not going to work, with a lot of things they should have integrated from start, and that's going to create issues obviously for them. So they might have to release a new Train Sim World. Just kidding. They do it all the time. No, like a whole different game, basically on a different engine and with a whole different, setup and I don't know. Anyway, on to this game. So, shorter number, the faster train. I guess the 4 digits are the fast trains with the highest priorities. Then we got the 5 numbers, and that's like inner city regional services. And then we get the 6 digits, and as I understand it, that's cargo and freight. So we are going to pick. I rather do one of the older ones. They are kind of. This is a simulator for starters, so to learn how to drive one of these old ones, it's gonna take some effort for you to get it if you not already know about it. So next station, okay, I don't know. It's many stations. So I actually don't know where on the line. It would be really nice to see where it's located on the line for us newcomers. But yeah, that's why I'm looking for. Yeah, so this is the end of the line. This is where I ended last time, and it just have 4 minutes left, I guess. Scenery duration. So 47. Alright, this is another one. So the orange ones are actually stronger locomotives, like a later version, as I understand it. So they have more power. They go up to 140 kilometers an hour, and these blue and green ones are doing 120. So they are not as, but slower you go, bigger possibility is that you're gonna get directed on a side track. So more thing will happen. Obviously, if you're on the fast ones, you're basically gonna have a green all over, and maybe slow down when you catch up with some other trains. And these are the regional ones. Yeah. So then we have this one, the green. Julius, Gora, Vlodowska. I'm reading the stations, so I'm trying to find something that's closest to. This one have 1 hour left. I would like to start off in Warsaw, if I can. Destination Warsaw. All right. This one actually goes the other way. All right, let's try that. I play. So I guess they displaying the trains that are not taken by other players. It wouldn't make sense if you were to access anyone else's train. So and you can just switch between AI and still go along on the line and just enjoy the view or the ride, like I'm doing right now. Now it's AI. And it just started. As I see, it's accelerating up to 100, and this is how it looks. I'm just gonna set up myself so there we go, and I'm gonna take over from here in a bit. I'm gonna let him reach 100 before I do. So it's different, and you have to get used to it. Obviously, you can change the keys, so you can set up something that is alike to Train Sim World, so it would be easier to do the transfer between the games. So I tried to do that, but there are other functions as well. Since this is more like a simulator. Yeah, I'm gonna take over now. There we go. It just resets to 0, and I have to deal with everything that comes to me here. Let's see. Let's I'm not going to be able to do much explanation of what I'm doing because I'm still new at this, so I kind of need to focus. There are other players on the line. I don't want to be in the way. Let's see. And now we're going to take the next gear, basically, with the shunt regulator. I'm just going to go back to 0, and it's going to start over, basically. And as it does, I can go on to next level, and it gives more. You can't go too fast with applying power because it would just overcharge, and you have to start from the beginning and reset the system. So you can do it while rolling. It's not a big deal, but it's always kind of annoying, so to speak. Go. Right. Let's kick it. Eyes get right. So our next stop, I don't know. It doesn't say, but it says drive through on the right upper corner. Also Movica. All right. I'm gonna be very bad at pronunciations in Polish, so I'm sorry about that. I really am, but I'm gonna do my best. And as you can see, the wood is lush. It's a lot of trees, and I get good frame rate. I don't exactly know how much I have because I use so many overlays right now in the beginning, but you can individually get rid of them, so you can you don't have to have them like see if I can do that. Yeah, that was that. Sorry about that. That was that. That was that. That was that. I'm trying to just... Alright. That was my level. It's fine. Alright, we're going too fast now, so actually gonna get rid of this one. And sometimes you can hear drivers pass because usually the drivers, the real persons, they honk their horn, so it's kind of fun the way you can decide, you know, if it's an AI driving the other train or if it's an actual person. It's you give him a honk and they will return it usually, so, or the otherwise they will. I mean, yesterday was crazy. It was a constant honk party. It was really fun. And you get, of course, extra points for using the horn in the right time and the right, you know, by signs are letting you know, and sometimes it's about knowing the route. So, and this route is long. I mean, it feels like it's going on forever. So yesterday I think 3.5 hours I was doing the same route, and it was not even the whole route, so I'm pretty sure it's at least 4 hours with this train that goes 140, and it has a few stations, of course. So it's a lot of fun. They have, I think, 1, 2, 3 locomotives, and out of this one they actually have like 2 versions and 3 different liveries. So 2 versions, that's basically the same locomotive, so I would not count that, but if you count it, it's 4 locomotives and 1 fast train unit and 1 like regional unit with cabs in both ends, basically. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 options in total, if I'm not mistaken. And this is just the start, so it's amazing how far they come past year, or past years, 2 years I think. A very short time. And I like to try over the speed limit just by a few. You don't get a penalty for that, but as you reach 144, the penalty starts. And so I'm trying to stay over just so I stay away from trains behind me as much as possible. And it's not a big deal if I mess up. I just let them know. There might be some talking because it's both text chat and voice chat in this, so you can talk with the other trains and the operators. I forgot the definition now, but the one, taking care of the switches and the camera reviews I'm not so familiar with. I got maybe 1 or 2 favorites. I couldn't find anything like stationary camera setting as the train passes, just like in Tracing World. It's possible I can set that one up, but I haven't looked into it just yet. I kind of wish that I streamed yesterday's play because that was the best. And things happened constantly, and I got diverted to sidetrack a couple of times. Not because being too slow, really, but that was an AI probably. But yeah, first time I was too slow because my HUD stopped working, so I didn't get up the next stop, and that made me worried. But after a while it reset it, and I was on the track again, so to speak. What I did was I was stopping too short on the station, and I didn't get that, so it would not count that station. So as I was moving away from the station, I kind of got stuck on that station as a stop that I need to complete. So, but after a while it was good, and I was directed to sidetrack, and then I could go on from there, and then I was directed to sidetrack I think 2 more times because the fast trains, so they go over 200, or at least 200. I think around 200 is the most common speed, or the maximum speed, so to speak. Yeah. So I was going the other way yesterday, so this is kind of interesting to go north today. I haven't done it yet, so there are different portions of this route as it's turning left and right, but it's a lot of this going in a straight line. But yeah, I'm looking forward to other routes as well in the future. Five km to the next drive-through. I need to use the horn more because sometimes I'm just nailing these specific points. When you get 50 extra points for honking the horn in the right time. Some are with signs, but some are not. And The vigilance system is, I know it's set for yellow lights usually, but there are not really like a specific time. So it's not like SIFA every 30 seconds or what it is. It's more like a random. You can see the small boxes you pass in between the rails, so you can actually be prepared somewhat when it comes. And first off, it's going to be light, then it's going to be a sounding, and you get, I think, 2 or 3 seconds to hit the button, or maybe more, but not many seconds anyway. Like so. And sometimes you get a double one in specific situations. Like it's 2 lights on the side, like outer lights, and there are 2 inner lights. So those 2 inner lights are separate from the outer lights. Oh, I'm going too fast. I don't want to get rid of my points. I need as many points as possible. Because I think you unlock stuff, I don't know, but it seems like you maybe do that. It doesn't matter too much, but it feels like it's actually is a purpose for the points. So here's one. Operator central. Here's an engine I don't see too much. Also an AI probably. Yesterday one of the operators were running out as I was passing one of these points, and he was jumping in between the rails like hello. That was kind of cool. So you can be in first person, you can go around and yeah, basically just look at trains if you want that. It's fine. As an operator, I don't know if you just can start, but I think they're gonna release something like that. You can just go like passenger or whatever. It's possible. It's very nice models too, I must say. Looks good. Looks good. I still gotta drive through, so I don't have any stops coming up right now. It just so happened it was probably just starting from a station when I took over the train, so it's gonna take a while until we stop. Yeah, it's really long, like. But it's really refreshing to actually have a train simulator as a simulator where you can be active in more than just one role of a train driver. So that's really refreshing and inspiring and fun. And it doesn't have the same limitations as Train Sim World has. The blur effect kind of messes up the wheels. Usually I'm not a fan of the blur. What is that? What is it called? Motion blur. I'm usually not a fan of that, but in train sims I am, because as you look out and you see the trees going by, it's way more realistic. Not so much in this one, maybe slightly. Actually, Train Sim World is really good with that. So Train Sim World, when you look out sideways and you have motion blur activated, just compare it to the real deal and it makes sense. So I hope they're gonna have better, smoother experience. As you see, it's kind of like they take a leap. Yeah, maybe it's just my computer, I don't know, but as like this, it's no problem. Just when you look out the sides. And as I heard it, they were like patching like crazy. They was just throwing out new patches all the time. Oh man, do that again. To improve the game, so they're working on it constantly, and that is really cool. They don't release a new game every time they do a big update. Like, it's the same game. We are 2 minutes ahead of schedule so far. I'm used to be behind the schedule, so far so good. So if I would make it to overcharge, one of these red lights would come on, and then I just click this unlock traction motors overload relay. But the one that usually lights up for me is one of these, and that is unlock compressor overload relay, but it's just one of them out of two. So I don't know what that is, why it does that. It doesn't really affect anything on the train, how it runs or so, but I always get this right one to lit up. So far it's not. So maybe I'm doing it something when I'm braking, I don't know. We'll see if I can that one to lit up again. Otherwise, no big deal. Headlamps, marker lights, and signals in this game. Signal lights dimming, all kinds of dimming if they are too bright, at night. I was driving in that's twilight. I was driving in twilight yesterday, and the light were really good. Not when the sun was setting. That was, I don't know, that was kind of weird. But after that, when the sun has set, it was really good. Like late evening lighting outside, and it really felt like it. And also the lights are really great in this one. In the night, I mean, it looks realistic, very real, on stations and streets and houses. No. That guy was honking, so that was a player. It sounded like he did, at least. Wee wee. I'm not sure, actually. Right, we got the next drive-through in a couple of 100 meters. Next stop, 12 kilometers, so we got a stop coming up 4 minutes early. That's not too bad. But But eventually, of course, this fast train's gonna, you know, catch up on us. So we're going to either if it's an AI letting us on a sidetrack or it's an actual person, but it really works. It works good. So it's a functional system that you can, whenever, just interact with and control if you want. It's really such a cool solution, in my opinion. The train is gonna go anyway, and the AI seems to be working just fine. So they stop at red, and then they are moving and stopping stations, and everything is working out just perfectly. Oh man, going too fast again. I don't think I'm gonna stream more than maybe 1 more hour, so it's gonna be quite a short stream, but or I just leave it, you know, an AI and let you just go with it. And I go AFK for a bit and eat, and so we'll see. I'm gonna do it. Eight kilometers left to the next stop. So you don't really know it's a downslope or uphill if you're going downhill or uphill, but you can see it on the speed. That was probably an AI. That was the sign for honking your horn. It's 2 triangles. I think it's a truck on both, like probably like a railroad crossing or something like that. But I think it's way ahead of the crossing itself. But you just get points for the first honk, basically. You don't have to keep honking, but I would until I actually cross the railroad crossing. 4 km left. We're gonna reduce the power just by a bit. So this is the lower gear, basically, the 28 and the 43 as the higher gear, and you need to be on the gear, so you have a lot of positions between them, like this, 26, 25, 24, but those are not supposed to be driven on, so you just use it for accelerating, basically, or decelerating, I guess. But I usually just go straight down, cutting off the power. 3.6. So it's not exact, but at least it's not, it doesn't appear like it is a straight line to the next station like it is in Train Sim World. Alright, we got a red light coming up. Oh boy. Oh man, I'm gonna run this, I think. I was way too fast. You get good brakes. Get really good brakes. I don't know if they can hear me, but sometimes they can. Alright, we're good to go. Now I got overcharged, so I need to basically go back to 0 and hit the reset button and start over. Oh, it was too aggressive again, so I need to go down with this shunt regulator a bit and start over again. Reset. Not a big deal now because we just gonna stop anyway, but we got a red signal ahead. See if this might work. We'll see, we'll see. Yeah, this was just good enough. However, yeah. Oh yeah, but we're gonna stop too, so it doesn't matter really. Let's just roll in. So I need to get that number green, I think. Darn it. Almost had it. For it to count as a stop. 25 meters, yeah. That's the tolerance. So not before that. And yeah, I don't think it's automatic doors on this one, but well, right, then it counts like 8 minutes, really. What? How was that early? That's a lot. All right. Well, that's nothing else we can do. So this is actually when I'm outside, so I can start walking now. So I can just appear outside of the train, basically. And you can jump, like so. But, well, there we go. And yeah, so I'm not allowed to keep going right now, and it's fine. We need to wait for our time. I don't know, can I open this one? I should be able. Maybe I'm better off if I do it like this. Hang on. We don't have a door here. Okay. Oh boy. What is going on? I got stuck. Actually, never tried to go this way. I tried to go other way, but hang on. Alright, so I'm still kind of connected to the train. I don't know. There we go. Exit through the door. Still got 6.5 minutes. Let's try it again. Try it again. The thing that's not very functional is you can have the same keys for walking around as for the controls of the train, and I usually have it like that on Train Sim, so I'm so used to it I don't want to change it. I can't open this one. I don't know why. I should be able. They can open it. I know they can. AIs can open it. Right, I'm gonna go. I need to take a little break. That was not it. Hang on. So I kind of need to get back into the driver's cab. Oh, just like so. Very easy. Right, I'm gonna put it on AI because it might be that we need to leave, so I will be back. All right. We got 3 minutes, 40 seconds. I don't know if any train has passed. I don't know if you can access the map either. I think you cannot. It would be good if you had like an application that you can look and see where the other trains are, like a train spotting application. Looks so funny from the front. Oh, what is that? What? Screw copper? I'd rather not. So I like the looks of this locomotive from the front. It looks like two eyes looking down on you, like on the track, like this. So funny to me. It's the marker lights inside of the big lights. That's basically why it looks like that. It really reminds me of the old-time locomotives that I'm used to when I grew up. More modern than this one, obviously, but it's closer to that same timeline. They were still rolling. I mean, these pipes on the front, I don't even know what those pipes are for. Those connectors. Maybe I don't know what it is. On the front and the middle. It's a really good model, I think. It's high detail. Right, 1 minute 50 seconds left. Then we're good to go. So when you are not a multiplayer, then you usually push this button on the radio, Z3, for connecting to the central. And they give you a freeway then. So I don't know if it works in multiplayer, but I keep pressing it. And I got some comments on it sometimes, so I think maybe maybe they hear you pushing it. I don't know, and see what train is pushing button, but What's all the noise? I heard sometimes. So someone said, "What's all the noise?" And then I get like a green light. So that's why I kind of think maybe the. No, I have no idea, but. So I'm gonna press it now. Oh, I don't have to press it. I already got freeway. All right, let's get going. 20 seconds. There we go. Go. And then the shunt. Over to the shunt. Get more power. Shunt is full. Go up to 4.3. I'm going to start over with a shunt. Alright, going back with a shunt to 0, and it starts off around here, so. Uh-oh. Yeah, it was too early, so. To go back and start over. So there we go. Let's see if I can do this without it. There we go. Full power there. I think it should work, but I will wait for it to reach a higher speed before I go. I don't want it to do that again. Say that again. Do that again. I don't want it to cut off my power. 3 minutes early already? Really? I was leaving in time, I think. Well, anyway. Alright, gonna make a new try. So I'm gonna cut back to 0. Yeah, we're good. I'm gonna leave it down to 900, then I'm gonna take the next step. So not over 900 amps, which is 900. I'm gonna take the next. You can sometimes get away with it, you know, above 900, but I'd rather not. Gonna have some margins. This ticking noise from coming from the speed meter, speed gauge, it's just like in the old Swedish RC locomotives. They have the same clicking. Maybe it's slightly louder, I would say. And I kind of thought, isn't that like stressing people out when they're driving, listen to the ticking? But actually, I find it quite relaxing. So, and they say that too, that they find it relaxing. I'm like, how can you find it relaxing? But it turns out that it is relaxing. Go figure. All right, last step, the final step, and we got full power. So the Vigilant, you don't have to have that cutting. You can have it like on auto. So it doesn't seem like it's a problem. So I have it. I have that on manual. Emmanuel. Seems like it's not that many players today. Should be ones here, I don't know. Yeah. But if you're in a list, in a setting or anything, you can't interact with the train, so you're gonna miss out of the, vigilance stuff, usually. First one that goes. We got to drive through so we don't have a stop on the next one. But we got speed limitations coming up, so I'm gonna have to brake a little. No, that was not it. This is the brake. Just slightly. .120 coming up. So sounded the horn at the right moment. I didn't see any signs. I was just hitting it randomly, and it was the right thing to do, obviously. So and the movement of the locomotive, it's crazy. It's like really working itself, over the switches and the coaches as well. They are moving sideways. You don't get that in Racing World. It's not even close, really. So it's really nice to see how it kind of rocks back and forth, and that's what they do. So I must say, this developer is way superior to Dovetail. They are making serious stuff out of this. Finally someone. So I wish I saw this before, because I would have involved these into my stream earlier, but I had other stuff on my mind. I was not following it quite that thoroughly. Starting to get hungry too. I actually wanted to stream American Truck Simulator with a friend, so we were supposed to do Convoy, but we could not get it to work. They seem to have some issues with their servers. I don't know. It was something unusual, and we were not able to connect. And when we were able to connect, there was DLCs missing, but they were not, and mods not matching, but they were exactly the same mods. So it was something that was not right. So I decided to abort that announcement, and sadly I already announced it. I don't know why I did that, but I did. I was kind of sure we would get it to work like we usually do, but we didn't. That's why I'm doing this instead now. So. Convoy being the main reason for me wanting to stream ATS right now. I'm having like a train fever right now. Into trains for a bit. But I'm gonna do other streams as well, but seems like airplanes is the one taking the big hit right now. But there's gonna be a time when I'm starting to fly a lot again. And I usually like to dedicate myself to one thing as I do it. I don't know, that's the way I am. I want to do it all the way. If I'm gonna jump back and forth between different ones, it's not gonna feel as good. For me, I'm not gonna create good content at all. That's how I feel anyway. You're gonna do what you like to do, what you enjoy doing. I guess it's gonna be a better result. $15 km to the next drive-through. Oh more. I almost messed up. Almost. Alright, let's see if we can. There we go. sorry about that. Yeah, and also things in the distance, you can regulate it if you want it to be, you know, far away, depending on how much performance you got in your machine. But yeah, it is adjustable. Yeah, you can see a lot of things in distant too. If that's what you want. .5 kms to Strzelski. Yes. No, probably not. But anyway. There's a church over there. Beautiful. As it seems, I'm not ahead, I'm not late, so I'm on time. We get another drive-through, 15 kms from here. It's easy for me to say km, I don't know. Kilometer. Wow. I'm kind of stumbling across those words, I don't know why. Kilometer. KM. KMH, KM. So far, I don't understand. I mean, we haven't been on the sidetrack just not even once so far. I don't know what that is about, but it seems like we are having quite good time. So we're 1 minute early right now, but we still have fast trains running 200. So I think it's odd that not one single train catching up with us. It's good though, but I was hoping for little events like that. Maybe later as we closing into Warsaw, but I don't know if we're gonna do that in this stream because, yeah, like I said, it's quite a long one. It's like almost 4-hour stream for that if you're starting on the other end. On the other hand, this is not the whole, so it might be like 2.5 hours, so maybe I can do it. I don't know. I was not starting from the further end, like the, how you say it, I was basically jumping into the train first quarter or third of the route. Bam. Oh, okay. And as you go, it's going to be more and more flies on the windshield, so that is kind of cool. In the end, it's going to be a lot of them, so that makes sense. Stuff like that. It's just so cool that they include stuff like that. Yeah, not many driver out right now. Oh boy, that was the wrong one. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, except for us, I think. Okay. We got a few dispatchers, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 3 drivers and me, so 4 drivers and 4 dispatchers all in all. Yesterday must have been, you know, way more. Also got a dispatcher called Sean, the sheep, starting all of his announcements as "bah." Bah. That was hilarious. Sean the sheep. Bah. .7 kms to the next. Not stop, but drive through. Hopefully we're going to stop after that. One can only hope. They're going downhill for sure. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And I am out of coffee. Darn it, Darlene. No, disconnected. No, server restart. No, I don't want it. Okay, let's see if we can jump back in. So this is what we got. Yeah, so we're gonna try to jump in here. Pieta Seagulls. I'm not. I'm not gonna remember this anyway. All right. So this can happen as they're restarting the servers for some reason. Um, I think it said that too. Um, let's see. Where is it? Have it already restarted? Restarts every 4 hours. No moderation. EU. Is this the one? Alright, let's take it. Next. Driver. Next. And see if we can find something. Yeah, this is the one, actually. Ha! I'm gonna grab it. This is my train. Same train, I think. I was able to. That's weird. Maybe it basically starts off where it ended, so it maybe remember that when they restart the server. I don't know. I'm gonna see if I have the same number. It was 411 something. No, 311. Right, 31122. That was it. There we go. It's nothing more than that. Nothing more to it. To jump back in. Thought it was... Alright, so we got 16, 17. Alright. Also drive-through. Maybe we just... Not at the same point, but a little bit before. Doesn't matter. I don't remember. I'm gonna check the stream later maybe and see. Orientate myself to understand. Let's see if we got other drivers coming in. Just me and another one. Dispatcher. And another driver. No, 2 dispatchers actually. And I don't know if this is an English one though. Language simplified Chinese. Oh boy. And we got 1 English. I hope my setting is on English. I don't know. I think it is. I like these semi-transparent sun visors. I'm all for it. But yeah, the feeling of driving this compared to Train Sim World is it's just way different. It's just so much closer to reality in every aspect, really. And the knowledge that that other gamers are integrated like they are in the same game, that really lifts up the whole experience. And not by yourself anymore, you're playing with others. And dispatchers can stop you at any time they feel is needed, and yeah, it's really cool. Let's see if any other popped in. No, just still two. So it might be not the same server actually. I don't know. I didn't pay too much attention. Might be a whole different one. Well, it is what it is. At least we get the same service, so. I think we got the same service. Maybe not. I think it was 311 something else. Not 22, but it doesn't matter. It's basically the same place. Maybe it's one service behind the one I had. I don't know. Slightly behind. Oh boy. There we go. I don't know why I'm doing it. I know it's just two dispatchers and me driving the train here, so. Oh boy. Yeah, and I really hope they're gonna include support for controls like throttle quadrants and such. That will be such, that would be great. I think the scenery might change a bit from here. I'm not sure. I've just been, back and forth maybe 2 times, so I can't really. It's just too long of route to remember it all. Comes another bridge. With a freeway under it. Power station or transform. I would enjoy more turns, but this is how the route looks like, so I'm not arguing with that. That's why I'm hoping for a more difference, and it's gonna come for sure. I'm sure of it. Nine kms to Koryatov. Don't have any limitations. hitting the horn. Whatever. Yeah, it's really immersive how you go over these switches. Or, yeah, it's so cool. Really cool. What a great work. What a great job. I'm just saying it. Dovetail, watch out. Even if they are way ahead with content, you know, DLCs and so on, I think these guys gonna catch up, and they're gonna catch up good. At least in the PC world, because this is not for consoles, which is good for us PC users. I don't think it's for console, at least. I mean, it's doable if you just give the PC users all the advantage of graphics and such, then that should not be a problem, but I don't think this is for the consoles. But I'm not sure. I might be wrong. If it is, or if it will be, wow. I'm just saying, wow. That would be truly impressive. And, like, basically a proof, living proof of, yeah, it can be done. And it can be done in a good way. It's really putting it straight up in their face at Dovetail Games. Yeah, I kind of hope that this will be a reason for Dovetail to up their game with functionality and such. The things we've been missing, like multiplayer control units, different kind of functions. So it might be a good thing, you know. I'm pressing the wrong button here. And just the two dispatchers still. Boring. Come on. Maybe it's one of them servers, not many train drivers. Next stop, 13 kilometers. Grodsk. Alright, Grodzisk. Mazovinsky. Oh, good lord. Grodzisk, Mazovinsky. Oh my god. I'm really bad at this. $11. What? So I usually don't change the position on the throttle. I rather hit the brakes a bit. And that's just because you're not supposed to be in the middle of this, like it's not supposed to be orange. Well, I could go down all the way to 28, see what it does. Let's see. I don't think it's gonna maintain speed, so I think this actually might be it's dropping speed instead. So maybe I have to go between that. That is a solution actually. Maybe that's better than going back and forth with the brakes. I don't know. 7 kms left until stop. And we are early, so it's no rush really. Nice. I love the mirrors too, even if they don't have much, you know, distance, but it's still a neat effect, I must say. Six. Five. Four. Let's see if this works. So I cut back to 28 on the throttle and see if it's dropping speed, so it's perfect right now. Dropping slowly. I think I'm gonna do that instead of fiddling with the brakes. You lose more speed doing that. This is more gradual. 3.17. Yeah, it's time to cut back and slowly down in speed. Now it's 4, so yeah, it's changed, it updated. So they get also setting for how visible the signals are for you. I set that one to not so realistic really, like 100 for 50%. I think 100 is maybe realistic, or if it's 0, I don't know, but oh my, this is 60. I was not prepared for that. I don't know why. It's a lot of minus points for me. Darn it. Darn it, Darlene. comes another train though. What train's going on? That might be another player. No, it's not. Alright. Grodzisk. Nice, nice, nice. So this is 50 meters, so I can stop already. There we go. Let's see how many minutes we got on this one. 4.5. 4:20. Yeah, there we go. Pretty nice. Three and a half minutes. So yeah, you could see how people are entering the train. Let's check out all the views there is. This is from on the last coach, from the last coach. Yeah, there's all there is. There aren't any more. So I don't know. Oh, you can press them several times. Alright, got it. So yeah, you can look around like this, but I don't know. Can I walk? No, you cannot. Okay, so there goes the other one. Different coaches. Cool. Nice. And in every coach, I guess. So this is the restaurant coach. Diner. Rolling diner. Cool seats. Yeah, this is an older one. You can tell by the looks of it. It doesn't look as modern. It looked older. The wooden panels and whatnot. Cool. Different coaches. I like it. I like it a lot. That's it. Yeah. So this would be, that's number 1, 2, 3, 4. The number 4 key among the views. And we'll get to look outside basically. Hit it twice. I don't think I can. No, it doesn't look like I can. What if I actually get up? We got 1 minute left, so can I? For some reason I can't approach the window, so yeah, and I can't do anything else really. Can I enter here? Oh! Transition to the other cabin. Well, that's not gonna happen. Why not? Hang on. Oh, cool. Okay. And I can go out there, so cool. back into the front. Alright, 30 seconds. We got a red light, so I'm gonna actually do this now. I don't know if it's gonna help, but I don't know the numbers of the signals, so I don't want to call them up and try to pronounce Grodzisk Mazowiecki. Grodzisk Mazowiecki. I'm terrible at this. I'm terrible. Fourth key. I can look outside. Cool. I wonder if I can. No, it's not enough movement in the track IR to actually lean out. Alright, we got a green light. Not a green, but a yellow. What is going on? Uh-oh. Alright. What was that? What's that? That's a bug. Oh boy. Oh boy. My bad. Yep. There we go. Changing tracks. I love it. So, different times a year would be one thing I would appreciate in this. And, you know. Oh, okay. I thought that would shut down the server again, but that was not the case. That was not the case. Alright, here we go. Yeah. It worked. not R-stop. And full power. Yeah, so the settings, my graphic settings are mostly on high and ultra. One thing that I noticed takes a lot of performance is the change between high or medium clouds. Improvement is not that remarkable. I wouldn't say it is. Obviously, it's better with high, but it's not bad with medium. So, and as many frames as I'm losing, at least I'm losing like 10 frames, 6, 7, up to 10, depending on. So, and I'm around, ballpark between 40 plus and 60 minus, so I'm fluctuating depending on what's on the screen. And yeah, with a train sim that is fully acceptable. This is nice. It's going to be like a yellow light coming up, so I think I'm going to take it easy. Nothing? Oh yeah, here we go. So sidetrack time, probably. Yeah, alright, it turned, so we're good. Let's see what we can do here. At this point, I think we can go with at least 4. Step back with the shunt. There we go. Ooh, that was close. Alright. We did it anyway. Alright, it's gonna be 60 coming up anyway, so I don't think we need more speed now. As it is. Oh man, my chair is a mess. Still drive through, nothing else. we don't have a next stop just yet. Just gonna pass up this, I don't know if we are off on a side track now. I think we are, yes. It's probably gonna be, might be express train just gonna pass us. I don't know, we'll see. Still just the two dispatchers, and they can probably jump around between the stations, I mean the towers, whatever you want to call it, towers, centrals. So as I go outside, the frame rate drops around in the cities. That's very obvious. Not so much in front, but when I render the whole train, it's actually harder for the graphic card to work properly. But this is okay. It's still not very good, but it's better. But as I hop into the driver's cab, it's just fine, except for the stuttering going on the outside. That might be also something related to slightly over. You know, I like good graphics, and as long as I don't really think about it, it doesn't bother me. But right now it does a little bit, but that's in the city. So as we come out from the city, it's not gonna be an issue. Coming up. Although I don't understand the yellow lights, but yeah, we're gonna change tracks again, so maybe it's just to get to Warsaw. Maybe I'm wrong here. I haven't been, you know, going back and forth very much on this route, so I don't really know. This is my first time going north, so maybe I have taken a whole one from north to south, going southbound once. Then I took on a couple of ones, you know, along the way, so to speak. But that's all. But never going north, so it's the first. I think it is. I might have been, you know, but then in the beginning you don't realize if you go north or south, you just trying to get the train moving, so I didn't know where I was and what I was doing anyway. So. All right, a little more power to the unit. Power, 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 power. I need to fix my chair. I don't know, something is not right. Oh boy. Ah! Okay. You're gonna have to live with it. Alright, let's get back to 0 with the shunt and start over. Should do it around 70, should not be an issue. And it was not. Can do it in 65 as well, but not so much with and 60. That's like the limit, I think. It's gonna overcharge and just knock itself out. You have to start over. Don't have a stop just yet. Uh-oh. That was a little too close for comfort to knock it out. Alright. Really nice. I love the detail. The level of detail is awesome. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Full power. And 40 is the limit. So it's full speed for this train. Nice. Suburbs. Very nice. Is this the same train? It is probably. No stop yet. Drive through Warsaw. So yeah, so we're gonna go all the way probably. This is a game I really can, do for hours, but it is so far a little bit challenging, to really get to know the locomotive and not mess up too much. 100 is the limit in a bit. Very soon also. And then comes 90. So we might as well just go down to 90. Next stop, 4 kilometers. So we're good, we can just keep going like this. 90 coming up. Well, within the margins. 4-minute delay. Go figure. Yeah. It's interesting. So it might be network related as well, because yesterday when I was driving south through this area, I didn't have any stutters, and it was plenty of more drivers in the server, so it might be something just connected to this server. I don't know. It is possible. .8 km until stop. Gotta try to coast. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Goes the points. careful because this red light is really close to the where we're supposed to stop. Boy, this is a real stutter one right now. I was so surprised yesterday going through this city. I was like, wow, it's no stutters. It's really great flow, and it seems like today is a different deal. So it must be really network related in the end. I don't know how it works, but alright, we can stop now. Let's do so. Oh, that was an old Train Sim World muscle memory thing. I was just hitting the button, the tab button for the opening the doors. And just one dispatcher with us now, and still issues. I don't know what that is. All right, we are able to leave now, so we're good. We got a green light too. Kind of jerky, the movements too right now. It's hard to, oh boy, get it right. Alright, let's keep going. Let's accelerate, accelerate. Let it go to up to at least 65 before I restart the shot. Alright, well, let's go back. Oh boy, does this work as well? It does. Okay, good. Very good. But it's just 90 now, so have to be careful. Next stop in, yeah, well. '60 coming up too, so. Oh, 40. That was not nice. I was saying 60, then it got down to 40. I need to remember that. Oh, that was not planned on. No problem. Oh, no, no, no. There we go. Fast train, express train. There we go. Yesterday it didn't work. I was coming from the station though, so I don't know how it's different, but it might be. Looks good. Oh boy. Looks like we made it. So I think this is the final station. I'm not sure, but I think it is. We are allowed to stop, but I want to go a little further on the platform. By the platform. There we go. This is good enough. And there we go. So I don't know if I'm gonna keep going from here or what it's gonna be. I don't remember. Let's see what happens. English speaking lady. Alright, we got a green light. So we are good to go. Obviously, but it's probably gonna disconnect as I go if there is no other stations. I don't know. Let's not forget that. 40 is the limit. Looks like a wall over there, so... Oh, maybe not. It looked like a wall to me. Alright, we got 60 now, so we're good. It's like a subway train, man. Beautiful. Ah, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, we got one more station. Really cool. Ready. Nice. 60 coming up. There we go. Welcome to Warsaw. Very nice level of detail, I think. $40, thank you for that. There we go. Oh boy. Is there any more stations? Makes me wonder. Looks like we're gonna get a green light anyway. Still don't know how to access the map. And I got really bad frame rates right now. I don't know, it seems like 16 FPS, 15. Something happened with the game. So it needs to be restarted anyway. But yeah, I actually can continue, so I will try. It might crash. We'll see. Oh boy, there's a lot of glitching going on. Drive through Warsaw, Wrocław. Oh yeah, it keeps going. What is this? Uh-oh. I'm losing points like crazy. This is the first time the game acts up like this. It's really not what I've seen so far. There we go. That was it. So we rolled off the map basically. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the ride. Um, have a good one.